behind the ring follows you guys into the ring.
I'm Campbell, 27 years old, from Copiague, Long Island. I own my own kickboxing gym in Amityville. I train out of Belmore Kickboxing in Belmore, also in East Islip now. I hold 3 world titles professionally, the WKA Super Lightweight World Title, the IKF Light Welterweight World Title, the PKF Light Welterweight World Title. Actually have a big fight coming up February 12th at Combat the Capital in New York City. I'm fighting Kevin the Jet Molina, so I hope it's a good fight.
What are your aspirations as a world champion to be?
I'll keep fighting, defending my belts, get the ISCA world title, a couple more world titles, and eventually retire.
How you guys doing? I'm Kevin the Jet Molina. So far as an amateur, I won 4 state titles, I won 4 world titles, and we traveled all over Puerto Rico, Maryland, Florida, different states. We're just fighting and fighting and fighting. Before we was doing kickboxing, I've been training Taekwondo, Olympic Taekwondo, for about 12 years now. In Taekwondo, I'm a grand champion, junior Olympic champion. I've been doing my thing in Taekwondo, have many, many trophies, many medals. I just did it all in Taekwondo. So I figured, let's take a step up, let's do some full contact kickboxing, and see what we can do with this. Take on anybody who wants to fight, and just fight the best and become better than them.
The 2 guys are the best in their weight divisions and decided to put this match on. How do you feel about fighting Mr. Campbell?
I'm definitely honored to fight on him. I heard a lot about him, seen him fight before, and I think it's a great opportunity for me and to show what I can do.
Training's going real good for this fight. A lot of boxing sparring, more boxing sparring than kickboxing sparring. I feel strong, so I'm moving up in weight for this fight. Actually, I've been moving up in weight since last couple fights. I was boxing at 130, now I'm fighting at 145. I hope to put this guy away early. That'd be a good plan, but anything can happen. Hope this guy brings his A game. Hope he shows up.
My first amateur fight, I was 15 years old. I found out on 24-hour notice. I won a unanimous decision over a kid named Dennis Murphy. I got a point deducted for hip tossing. I really don't know the rules, but after that I fell in love with it. Full contact was the way to go. My February fight is actually a non-title fight. It's only a 5-round fight, which actually my last 5, 6, 7 fights were 10 rounds or 12-round fights. So this 5-round fight is actually should be full throttle for me. 5 rounds I should be able to do in my sleep. Fighting Kevin the Jet Molina. He's from New Jersey, really good kicker. He's a 4-time amateur world champion, undefeated professional. Doesn't have as many fights as I do professionally, but he's pretty good. He's young, he's hungry, so it should be a good fight.
I expect him to throw a lot of kicks, strong kicks. Watch a couple of his videos, his punches are wide, so I expect him to throw wild, but his kicks are real good, fast, Taekwondo background, but hope I get him out of there early. It's a lose-lose situation for me for this fight. I win, I was supposed to win. If I lose, man, I look bad. I'm 3-time world champ. I lose to the guy with 6, 7 pro fights. So, it's lose-lose for me. But if I get him out of there early, I look good, hopefully.
As an amateur kickboxer, I started fighting when I was about 16. I was, 24-3 was my record. I had about 12 knockouts. I won 4 state titles. I fought in Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Puerto Rico. I traveled. I fought a lot of people. That's the state. With the world titles, I got 4 world titles. I've won PKF, WBO, IKA. There's so many titles I won I can't even keep track. I train, 6 days a week. We do, a lot of cardio. Lots and lots of sparring, always sparring. Pad work, a lot of jumping rope. Just gotta stay in shape. You still gotta lift weights. Be strong. Other than that, it's whatever the trainer tells me to do. So I do pretty good with the amateurs. Now moving up to the pros. It's gonna be my 4th fight now, so I'm gonna see how this guy does. Take on Bobby Campbell. But he's getting old. He's been in it a while. I think it's time for him to hang it up. I mean, as a newcomer, young coming in, this is what I do. I'm gonna take it. So let's see what happens.
Hi, this belt right here is the IKF World title. I won this in Wisconsin against Heath the Heater Finest, his hometown favorite. But this belt means the most to me. Actually, my toughest fight was against Tommy Bach, who held the IKF lightweight title. We actually fought to a draw, and then we had a rematch in Chicago, and he won a 12-round decision, 115-113. And then I never thought I was gonna get a chance to fight for the IKF World title. And they called me up about, I want to say 8 weeks before this fight. I'm real excited about this fight. Got a lot of boos, a lot of boos when I stopped him in 6. This belt right here is actually my newest one. I won this one actually November of this year. I fought Sean Boom Boom Burton from England. We flew him in. He was actually at St. Joseph's College in Patchogue. We flew him in. It was a scheduled 10-round title defense. I defended my WK belt, and I was up for grabs PKF belt. Stopped him in the 4th round, body shots. Technically, I should have been stopped in the 3rd round. I dropped him 3 times in the 3rd round. They called one a slip, which definitely wasn't a slip, but I give the kid a lot of credit. He got up each time. It's WK World title. I won this back in October 2008 against Christian Dies from Germany. We flew him from Germany. I fought him in New York City. I stopped him in the 6th round, dropped him with body shots, and then eventually they stopped the round unanswered shots. This is actually just a different version of the PKF belt, which I won November 21st against Sean Boom Boom Burton. But I'm missing the ISK one. That's the one I really want. But Marty Cox Jr. from England has it, and he said he'll fight me, but he wants to fight me here, and I'd rather go to England and fight him. So we'll see what happens. We get some good sponsors, we'll get them out here, hopefully.
I met Bobby, I'd say roughly about 10 years ago. He came into my place. He was involved in kickboxing. He had a decent amateur career. He was looking for some. Actually, Bobby came down to spar. He was sparring some of my other guys, and I was giving him some pointers, and then it just became a full-time thing, and we've been together ever since. We've gone to Switzerland. He's fought at the Garden. He's fought at Friday Night Fights on ESPN. We've been doing it for a long time. It's a nice team. If he's getting ready for a fight, we usually start about 7 to 8 weeks out. There's conditioning on some days. There's mitt work. There's sparring. He's usually training 6 days a week. I like to give him 1 day off. There's a lot of mitt work, a lot of sparring, a lot of bag work.
Kevin Molina has been training in Taekwondo for most of his life. He's trained by his father, Master Jerry Molina, and guided Kevin into the 7 world championships in the amateur divisions. He's recently began fighting as a professional fighter. He has 5 professional fights. He's on a fantastic road to a world championship. Kevin is a many-time grand championship fighter in the divisions of Taekwondo, full contact Taekwondo, amateur kickboxing, and now as a professional, he's outshining a lot of the old heads because basically of his fighting skills from the martial arts. He's a very smart and elusive fighter. He doesn't get hit, he's not a brawler, and he's much more of a technician like a Sugar Ray Leonard. On Friday, the 12th of February, you're gonna have 2 champions fighting. 2 gentlemen from 2 distinct neighborhoods, 2 distinct cultures, 2 distinct lifestyles. We'll be facing in the ring. We feel that our camp is gonna be victorious.